original haram.
Oh, beautiful, so elegant, just looking like a wow. Just looking like a wow.
So, you're from Pakistan?
Yeah.
Which means that you're Pakistani, yeah?
You're Pakistani, yeah. You're Pakistani, yeah. You're Pakistani, yeah.
कोई सारी यार कोई लिमिट होती है ना
Just looking like a wow.
To sacrifice my own life for Pakistan.
This is the Two Old Fashioned Podcast with Eshaan and Preet Singh.
How have you been?
Yeah, I've been alright. It's been good. Some Christmassy stuff with the fam.
Yeah, lovely.
Cooking.
Nice.
I'm a good cook. Despite what like Celebrity MasterChef might suggest.
Didn't you nearly poison Greg Wallace?
Well, I undercooked chicken twice.
Now it comes out you were completely within your rights to
do that. I was doing it for the women.
Yeah, that's a feminist act.
I was like undercooking chicken in solidarity with the women. He made me do a Bollywood dance.
Wait, sorry, what?
He made me do a Bollywood dance on the show.
Greg Wallace made you do a Bollywood dance on the show?
Yeah, but I did it.
Why?
He was like, oh, I heard you do Bollywood. And I said, yeah, I do. And then he said, go on, then show us. And I went, all right.
Sorry, Greg Wallace made a brown man dance.
Yeah, I think now the
for
optics of it probably look quite bad in light of all the...
You should tweet about it, get some fame.
I don't know if I want to be the whingy brown guy. I'd let do that. That was unnecessary.
Yeah, sorry. I actually really like your comedy.
I really like you too. I just said it.
That was too much. That's staying in.
Delete it.
I had a story that I was going to tell you, but then obviously we've been so busy and shit. I took a taxi, right? I don't know if this happens to you, but I took a taxi from central London to where I was going on the weekend.
Okay, when you say taxi...
Black cab.
Black cab,
Yeah.
okay.
So it's a black cab, right?
Yeah.
I was in a rush. I wanted to go see the Fury fight, so I was like, okay, finish this gig quick, run out, hail a cab. Yeah. Did that, get in, and this is Northern Irish guy. And one of my red flags with cabbies or anybody in general is if he turned around and he went, all right, mate, you're Sikh, aren't you? And I was like, yeah. And immediately I knew he's going to come out with some nonsense, right? Sikhs and Muslims obviously have like some form of history there.
Yeah.
You know, it's a very complicated geopolitical
And racists love Sikhs.
And it fucking does my nut in. So as soon as they go, oh, you're Sikh, mate, I just know he's about to come up with the most Islamophobic.
Yeah, baby.
Bro.
Strap in.
Straight in. He goes, so you're Sikh, mate? Oh, yeah. And I was like, yeah. And he goes, yeah, fuck you. You can't have too many of you lot in this country. I'll tell you that.
It's about Sikhs?
Yeah. Can't have too many of you. Like you can't have enough of you, basically, right? I'm like, okay,
okay, not too many, enough, because they two different things.
As in, you can't have too many.
Yeah,
you can't have enough.
Okay, you can't have enough. Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, here he goes. He goes, some other minorities though.
Here we go.
You know, they can learn a thing or two from the Sikhs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, of course they can. Mate.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, come on, tell me all of your shit. Yeah. And I go,
honor killings.
No, so I go, what? Like, I was like, who? I was like, well, you know, I love all people, me. I love all people, but these Muslims.
Yeah.
Do they have to keep doing all of this nonsense? And I'm like, what nonsense are you talking about, fella?
Yeah.
Hey, oh, you know, you see it all over in the papers and stuff as well, don't you? Yeah. You do. Let him get all of that rant out. And obviously, you know where I was going in a big tower block.
Yeah.
I just walked off. Didn't pay him.
You didn't pay him?
No, didn't pay him.
Did you not?
Nope. What's he going to do? He's a fat white bloke. Like, what are you going to do?
Really?
Yeah. I just got out of the car and I walked off.
And you were able to just unlock, because usually they keep it locked, don't they?
Nah, because I was like, let me come around to the window. I always do this in taxis, because I was like, I got some cash on me. I was like, oh, let me go. We just walked off. I was like,
wow.
So I stopped at the window. I go, look, I was like, everything you just subjected me to for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I was like, that's so out of order. I was like, get your shit together. I just walked off.
So public stand of solidarity.
Yeah, but also criminal.
Also criminal.
Yeah.
But also, how much of what he said did you agree with? How much of privately were you like, yeah, that's true, they do that.
No, but this was the thing for 20 minutes. No. I know that is very funny, right? But nothing what he said doesn't apply to Sikhs, because me and you have this conversation all the time, right?
What?
That is like, You know how Muslims get labelled extremists?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I feel like the West is just lucky that they haven't decided that Sikhs are the enemy.
But also, with all this like Islamophobia that happens, like I'm not religious. We know this.
Yeah.
But by the same token, I'm cognizant of what's going on with the Muslim community and shit like that. At some point, you just have to go, maybe Islam is the way. It feels like everyone's jealous. Do you know what I mean? The West is just, it feels like the world is jealous of Muslims because there's so many, they're doing so well. Every week there's a problem. And it can't just be that one terrorist, or a couple of terrorist attacks override all other terrorist attacks that have ever happened.
Do you know what? I just think it's a PR thing with Muslims.
We don't have enough.
You don't have enough good PR. Like, you don't make enough of the shit that you've given the world.
Yeah. But it's also un-Islamic to be gauche. It's un-Islamic to be ostentatious, he says, as the UAE and Saudi Arabia and all these places exist. But it's un-Islamic to be like, oh, we're bad. We're badass.
No, but it's not about being badass. It's just about like being more PR friendly. Because you know my views on like Sikhs when they're like overly like, the first Sikh to ever do an appearance at 5 p.m. in the Houses of Common.
Okay, you don't like that kind of celebration?
Oh, I hate that shit.
Really?
Yeah, I can't stand it.
Man, me being the first Bangladeshi on Mock the Week was on my agent's website for a good 8 years.
But it's like
Mock the Week in QI. That's the first way I introduce myself to people.
Yeah, but
I'd get on the same taxi and be like, "Hi, I'm the first Bangladeshi to appear on Mock the Week."
I integrate actually.
Yeah.
No, I fucking hate that.
Really? Why? I think it's a cause to celebrate, isn't it? Surely.
Nah, because it's like, why is it? It's like, you know, when everybody was like celebrating Rishi Sunak for being the first like Indian or brown South Asian Prime Minister.
Yeah.
I'm like, why?
Well, I think you can do both.
No, you can't.
You can criticise him, but also acknowledge the fact that in the UK, it is mad that a brown bloke was leading the country.
Nah.
I think it's never going to happen again.
100%.
Also, we still haven't and never will, in my lifetime, elect a brown prime minister.
100% we will. Do you know why?
Not going to happen.
Look at every single local politician that's coming through right now.
It's like Guinness, right? It can be dark all the way, but the top is white, bro.
No, it's
you
not.
You leave the dark to settle. Let it settle. Let it all settle. Let it all integrate. Oh, it's a lovely dark brown, chocolatey color, beautiful. Looks like mocha, and suddenly the top is just white. That is how society works.
No, it doesn't.
But then that's why if there's a speck of brown or black in the white, you go, oh, that's noticeable.
No, you send it back.
Send it back to the... Sorry, I think there's something wrong with his Guinness.
Yeah. Actually, can you just send it from where it came back from the gutter?
Yeah, send it back.
No, I think we will. And the reason why I say that is I think every single place you source politicians is now predominantly South Asian. So if you look at like CEOs, executives, all of that stuff. But now, if you start looking at the charity sector and shit as well, you look at local politics... Yeah. I think brown people.
But can I just say, this makes brown people sound boring as fuck.
I think most brown people are boring as fuck. You ever met a Gujarati?
Well, they're different. You're the worst.
Nah. We've covered this. There's like Muslims at the bottom. No, I'm fucking around. I'm joking. Well, you can crack Gujarati jokes. All of a sudden, I can't say anything bad about Muslims. Fuck.
There are lots of Muslim Gujaratis.
Yeah, they're the worst.
They're the worst. You've got two of the worst.
Don't eat beef or pork. Get fucked. What are you talking about? How many dietary requirements do you have, bro?
That's bad. You've got dietary requirements in multiple genres.
Yeah. How many? Oh, you speak Hindi and Urdu both.
Do you know who are intense when it comes to dietary requirements? Jains.
I've never met a Jain.
Yo, Jains. They don't eat anything. That's like
is this mocha actually oatmeal?
That's grown underground. They don't eat onions, garlic.
Are you shitting
potatoes? Because it's messing with the earth. You know when vegans are like, oh, we're vegan. Be Jain, bruv. If you're like up for it, Jain is one of the most ancient.
What do Jains eat then? Like fruit?
I don't know. Snickers? I don't know.
No, you can't have a Snickers.
You can't have a Snickers. Yeah, they can't. lentils. They eat stuff grown on trees
Yep.
because it falls off. But I don't think they're allowed to pick stuff off trees. It has to fall off directly.
Imagine how are Jains not terrorists? That would
how they're
push
not
me over
hungry?
the
Yeah,
edge.
you've got to be hungry all the
Yeah,
time.
you'd just be hangry all the time and blow up
All
a couple
the
of
time.
towers. Like that's.
But then they don't have the energy.
Yeah, true. They're a lot of goodies in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like whereas with Muslims, although they're angry, they have enough B12 in their diet
To really
able
go
to-
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're clever. Muslims gave the world algebra and alchemy, and so making bombs and shit like that.
And
It's very
sick
much in
names as well.
Yeah, sick names.
Yeah. Like where it's like al blah blah blah. Like
Yeah.
they'll put like grandfathers' names and shit. I love that.
Most English words beginning with AL
Yeah.
can trace its lineage back to Arabs and or Muslims,
Really?
because that's where they come from. Even
Algebra.
alcohol was from the fermentation of grapes. Was something that
Bro,
began-
that's fucked up.
yeah. Well, there you
You guys gave the world alcohol and they went, no.
They went, we've gave it to you. We know how bad this shit can be. Look at him. He's naked on top of that camel.
It's just some Punjabi uncle driving. He's driving past on a camel.
But no, it is interesting, isn't it, when like people feel like they can fragment brown people against each other. That's like partition, right?
But I think it works, like because it does work, innit?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
so many, because like the Tommy Robinson shit and all of that, they'll try and pull the same card where it's like, oh well, no, not you guys. We only hate the Muslims. It's like, yeah, once you get rid of the Muslims, where are you going to turn? It's going to be to us, isn't it? Like,
but then also, just within the communities, like Sikhs don't want to marry Muslims. Muslims don't want to marry Sikhs. Hindus and Muslims, don't even think about
basically nobody wants to marry Muslims.
that is true. No
Yeah.
BMWs. Do you know about no BMW? For those who don't know, no BMW is no blacks, Muslims, or whites. I had one Hindu girl say that to me. Date 4. Maybe that's why they drive BMWs as an act of defiance.
Or Mercedes, like it's just
Yeah.
like no BMW
Yeah,
ever.
yeah. No blacks, Muslims, or whites.
Some girl said that to you.
Yeah. And I was like, which one am I?
I'm not black.
My disposition is white. I'm raised in a Muslim family. There's something about me that's quite black.
What the fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
That is funny.
I don't think it is.
I think it is. Clip that shit up.
Yeah, he can twerk.
Would you? I can't talk actually. Would your family be upset if you married a Muslim person?
My family would be see. So this is where I think a lot of people go wrong.
Yeah.
My family would be upset if I married somebody who's not Punjabi, Sikh, and from the same district
Right.
as us.
Ideally within 5 houses of your family home.
No. That's another thing. You can't marry anybody with the same Gort, so surname as you, and you can't marry anybody from the same village.
Well, that makes it hard for you because everyone's called Singh. You
No,
know?
no. No, so you have like family names as well. So it's like saying that's funny. That's funny.
I can't marry them. They're all called Singh, mum.
No, so it's like you can't like our marriage terms are like strict.
Okay, so what's your...
Yeah, don't bait my government name
Oh,
out.
sorry.
You might
Bleep
have to.
that out.
You might have to bleep that out. Yeah,
Oh,
that's right.
okay.
So it's Preet Singh Dhaliwal.
Oh.
Dhaliwal is my family name.
So DHA.
Yeah,
Oh.
Dhaliwal. Yeah.
Right. I didn't know that.
So we wouldn't, but we don't use Dhaliwal because it's a moniker to basically determine your caste.
Monica. Is that your other name?
Jesus Christ, mate.
Fucking
He's brought the fucking punchlines today, isn't he? 30-0. Oh my God. Do you know what? You're one of the 30 good ones, you are. So it's like, it's a marker to basically,
Yeah.
you could distinguish between caste. That's what
So
it's
you
used
can't
for.
marry a Dhaliwal?
I can't marry a Dhaliwal, yeah.
Right, okay.
Can't marry anybody from the same village either.
Right.
Because
Okay.
at some point,
Is this in Reading?
well, this is the thing. So some families,
Yeah.
some families will try and bring it over here as well.
Like,
And you're like, brother,
you're an
listen.
RG8 postcode.
Yeah, you're like, brother, what are we doing here? like, I remember when I was a kid, my parents would do that. They'd be like, oh, so and so's daughter's getting married, but they're from the same town, Blackpool. And you're like,
What?
Like nobody came and settled and has a shared ancestor from Blackpool.
Do you know one thing we have to admire the Asian community for, not just Sikhs, everybody, is they would be doing these calculations without spreadsheets. Do you know what I mean? Like, mentally, they're able to go, right, this village, this bin, this surname, on an Excel spreadsheet would be like a rag rating, but they're just like,
There's no pivot tables.
there's no pivot tables, they just can work it out. But it's the same, like, Asians from like yay high, 3-4, just to understand the genealogy of family members we meet.
Yeah.
Because we don't call them by name.
Yeah,
We
true.
so we go, this is your sisters, this is your aunts, cousins, daughters, whatever. And you've got a specific name for that relationship.
Yeah.
We know that from yay high.
Yeah, true.
We don't just go, oh, this is Frank. He's related to us somehow.
Uncle Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not, yeah.
Generic,
He's only
yeah.
Uncle Frank if he's touching me. But Frank, sorry. It's Uncle.
This is like the Eshaan trauma podcast, isn't it? Like,
No, none of my uncles touch me.
it's
My
'cause-
aunties, however.
That's how you knew you were fat as a kid, innit? Even the uncles wouldn't touch you.
Surely it'd make it easier. He's not running away anywhere, is he?
If they're touching a boy, they don't want to feel tit. Like,
Do you know what I got?
do you know? So I was. That was fucking funny.
You can't be
That
that.
was
Hold
so
on.
funny.
Girls don't have tits.
Yeah, let's leave that alone, innit? Let's leave that fucking alone. Listen, I was gonna say something. So you know, you were talking about pivot tables and shit and how people remember it. I don't know how it works in Pakistani and Bangladeshi villages and stuff.
Yeah.
But our village in Punjab had one guy whose sole job, how he made his living, was to remember all this shit and match people up. He was a
Oh,
matchmaker.
matchmakers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can. It's probably similar in Pakistan, Bangladeshi, but it's usually the auntie brigade. There's like a couple of aunties.
Yeah.
They're like the board of directors. They all bitch with each other.
Yeah.
And know each other's business.
Gotcha.
So they're the ones, like, eventually you go down to the top 3 aunties in the community and be like, do you know this guy or this family?
Yeah. Have you ever met one of those matchmakers? Because I was amazed by this guy.
No.
Like, I don't want to say his name. He passed away recently. He was like 90 years old. He was super like in shape and shit. And I say this not even as a joke. He had an encyclopedic knowledge of pussy in the area.
That's great.
Like all he would know, like,
Did you have a nickname?
oh no, I can't. I don't want to bait him out like that, innit? His whole job. So you'd be like,
This is back in Punjab.
back in Punjab. So I remember one time my auntie's driving along. She got 2 single boys who are both in their 20s, driving along, and we go past this like college, right? So there's like university, and she goes, "Oh, that was a very pretty girl." Without missing a beat, he tells you her name, the village she's from, what her parents do for a living.
Best sexual position?
All virgins, mate. Only virgins. You're out of his mind when he finds out your hymen's broken, right? And he goes,
High men, by men.
and he goes, yeah. She's from blah blah blah. He's like, should I put in a word? And my auntie's like, she was like, yeah, bring him around for like tea one time, bro. This guy gets his phone out, calls that lady's dad,
Yeah.
and she goes, hey, do you want to come out? Blah blah blah. Tells the story.
Yeah.
Do you want to come out for drinks with?
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah blah blah. Sorted.
And then do you know if they got hooked up or anything?
4 days later, they did come back, but it didn't work out.
Right, okay.
They came for like a Jada cup.
Have you ever been introduced to someone like that? Like,
Nah,
in
man, you know me.
arranged marriage capacity?
Nah, but I've seen it take place. Like,
It happened to me. Almost. I was in Bangladesh, and, you know, good family, powerful family, had a daughter, met my mum at a party, they started chatting. My mum throws a party, just to, like, call loads of people, but they'd be there too, and then me and the girl would meet and whatever. So, you know, my mum's like, got me in my best dressed, blah, blah, blah. And we get to like 7, 8 p.m, no one's turned up. Get to 9 p.m, no one turns up. 10 p.m, no show. So I was like, this is really weird. We've made this arrangement so my son can meet this girl. She calls up the mum, and the mum says, this is all true, by the way. The mum says, oh, yeah, I'm sorry that we didn't call you to let you know we weren't coming. But in this morning, we found out that you had actually been divorced. My mum was divorced in the past. Oh. So my mum went, what? And she goes, yeah, my husband found out that you were divorced, and he just didn't think it was a good idea for us to meet. My mum started laughing down the phone, going, if you thought that my son would be with someone this backward, you've got to be joking. Thank God you didn't turn up,
Yeah.
because this is embarrassing for you. I got divorced in 1981. My son was born in 1984. We're in 2009.
Out of wedlock.
What?
Was it out of wedlock?
No.
Oh.
They got married first.
Good.
And this is 2009. Yeah, they didn't turn up because my mum got divorced.
Did you ever find out what happened to that girl now?
No.
So you know, in Punjabi cultures, if something like that happens,
You fucking kill him.
no, they'll keep tabs. No. They'll keep tabs on that person, and like when something bad happens to them, they'll be like, "Fuck it."
Oh yeah, my mum probably did.
Yeah.
My mum probably did.
Like if nothing bad happens, like if they don't get married to somebody who's on drugs or some shit,
Yeah.
that's fine. They'll like die.
Bad juju happens.
Yeah, they'll like die 50 years later, and she'll be like, "See, told him should have married us."
Do you know what? I would not be surprised if that woman, and I don't wish this on anybody, but I would not be surprised because there'll be a third occasion like this that someone's wronged my mother, if she got married and divorced. Because karma's a bitch. Like, it just works out that way. Suddenly, you didn't want this girl to meet this guy because the guy's mum was divorced.
Yeah.
What do you do if your daughter gets divorced?
Pirki gonna?
What are you doing then?
I feel like it's time for us to move on.
Hi guys, thanks so much for listening to this week's episode of Two Old Fashioned Podcasts with me, Eshaan Akbar, and him, Preet Singh. Remember, you can sign up to our Patreon for just £1 a month for life for the first 100 people that sign up. We've only got about 70 places left. You get, for £1 a month, early access, you get the Patreon afters, and you get to see early access to all our Patreon specials coming down the line. What other tiers are there?
We got a £3 tier as well. We got a £10 here. You get a bunch more exclusive offers. So you get the afters, bonus episode. You get merch. You get percentages off tickets, live shows, and things as well. So just go over to the Patreon, check out the 3 tiers. You'll see a detailed description of what you can get extra. But we'll see you over there.
So go and sign up, patreon.com/2 Old Fashioned Pod. Okay.
Right, we're back to my favourite section of the podcast, which is where I get you to react to videos, right?
Yes.
Today, we've got a very special one, right?
Can I just say before you introduce it, like, I do feel like an old man in this section because it's like you're picking out stuff for me to react to as the older guy who didn't see the internet.
It's just turned into that. It was meant to be like we both pick out shit, but then it's like I actually kind of like this format because it's like it's just me sending you shit. It's nice. Yeah. This one, you got to be careful of names because you're going to know a few of these people. This is one from my personal collection.
Oh, okay.
Right? Yeah. So the story here is we're at a wedding.
Right.
Yanis is going to have to blur faces and stuff out of this video. That's why we've had to like set this up, right? Yeah. We're at a wedding.
Yeah.
The groom's whole family is there. The bride side of the family is there watching this. This is the end of the wedding where we're getting kicked out, okay?
And I know some of these people.
You'll know some of these people, but don't say any names.
Okay.
For the lads! 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 For the lads!
Oh my God, he did
Who did it? Play the second angle as well, Yanis, right? So, I'll tell you the backstory to this video, right? It's my favorite video. When we were on the stag do, we were like hammered like every single night, basically, right? We're in Budapest.
Yeah.
And we get about 3 nights in, we're all like feeling a bit rough and stuff. In the morning, this guy comes in and he goes, "Oh man, looks like you guys could use a pick-me-up." And we were like, yeah, we could. Thinking it's going to be like a coffee or something, or like, bro, out of nowhere, he stands in the middle of the room, drops his trousers, moons us. And we just thought it was the funniest thing. You know when you're like half hazed?
Yeah.
We think it's the funniest thing.
Yeah.
So we started this chant. It was a tradition on the stag. If you started chanting "for the lads," he gets his arsehole out.
Okay.
He goes, you guys never seen a chocolate starfish before? We were like, yo.
So
look at
the
this.
other angle.
Oh, there's multiple angles of this.
For the lads! For the lads! For the lads! For the
Look how
lads!
many people.
For the lads! For the lads!
I love the security guard watching. I like the security guard just standing there, Pakistani uncle.
right after the video he does it, can you see all of us that were egging him on? We're like, yo. What?
Did the bride's family say anything?
The bride's family were horrified, but her brothers are like a good laugh.
Right.
So we know them. So the brothers are a good laugh. They were like with us, just like for
Are you from the groom's side then?
We're from the groom's side.
Right, okay.
Bro, the aunties, right at the end, you see like one clip of the auntie and you just see her go. And I was like, what did you expect to happen, auntie?
Can I tell you the funniest thing I've ever seen at a wedding?
Go on.
This was Regent's Park Mosque. They had an annex in this mosque. And it was a summer wedding. And it was a Pakistani wedding.
Yeah.
Quite like not a fairly high society Pakistani wedding. So it was a really balmy summer's evening. I must have been 12, 13 years old. And I mean, the women looked beautiful. Some of them had like these sleeveless blouses on. You know, everyone looked really glamorous. But it was the Regent's Park Mosque, the annex of the mosque.
Yeah.
At some point, there's some commotion in the far corner. And a load of people who just finished prayer, the mid-afternoon prayer, stormed the wedding. They're flipping tables over. There's Somali Muslims, there's Arab Muslims, North African Muslims, because it's Regent's Park, right? They're storming this whole place. My dad's like, right, let's go. We're running out. In the midst of all of this, the funniest thing I've ever seen, there was this bloke, he had a tunic, like kurta on.
Yeah.
He gets his kurta out like that, and he's just hand spooning biryani into it. He's hand spooning. He's hand spooning biryani. My mum and dad look and go, unbelievable. Right? He's hand spooned it, looks around, ties up, and just trots off with the wedding biryani. I don't even know if it was part of the wedding guests.
Why was the wedding being stormed?
Because they thought it was inappropriate that women were so scantily dressed.
Yo,
On
that's
the mosque grounds.
wild.
And it's like, not that it's true, but yeah, you know, it's asking a lot of people to be in the mosque and you're wearing these sleeveless blouses and quite revealing, and it was young women looking, you know, whatever. So yeah, they just got really angry, and I think what must have happened is someone must have said something, and one of the Bengali uncles was like, "Shut the fuck up! It's a wedding. How dare you?" And it all kicked off. But I saw a guy stealing biryani in a tunic.
So
it's
funny.
so funny.
Oh,
but
really?
also, I don't know. I'm trying to work out what happened when he went home. So he turns up.
I like
dinner's served. He can't even move from the table.
That's very presumptuous of you that biryani made it home. That was a tube ride snack.
Bro, this guy was like, he was arming biryani into, I can't even explain. It was all the way up to his bicep here, just fucking putting it in. That's too much biryani for one person.
Was he one of the people at the wedding, or was he one of the people storming it?
I think he was one of the people storming it because it wasn't that glamorous.
At least he's got motive, like real motive to be there. He's just like, yeah, I don't really care about these scantily dressed women. I just want to steal biryani.
It's so one of the best thieveries I've ever seen. That might be the second best thing I've seen.
That is my favourite thing to ever have happened to a wedding. Right now, he periodically just gets his arsehole out.
Fantastic.
He's a 31-year-old man.
Good for him.
If he hears the chant, it's like he's hypnotised. If he hears the chant for the lads, he gets it out.
Me and my Uber driver got mooned like 4 weeks ago on the A13.
Go on.
Car just kept driving beside us, kept beeping, we kept ignoring. Me and Uncle, the driver, turned around to look, and this guy just mooned us. Uncle turned around and he goes, "Why did he do that?" I was like, "Uncle, I don't know him." He goes, "No, you are a young person.
You do back? You do back? We know less than you. You do back. Eshaan, go." Sticking to the wedding day theme, right? Yeah. I love wedding day out. Like Punjabi weddings are horrific. They're great, but I think if you're the couple that's getting married, they're horrific. You basically have a tradition, again, I don't know how it is in Pakistani, Bangladeshi places, right? Where the bride and groom, or the bride and groom, at several points in a day, just sit in a chair. People go up behind them, drop money into their lap.
Yeah.
And take a picture with them.
Yeah, there's pictures. It's not money, but there's definitely pictures.
Right. So
Pakistanis will drop money.
So Punjabi weddings, there'll be like a little lap, like a little chadar. They'll drop money in, like a little gift. That happens several times. By the time you get to like the third or fourth time, it will take like 2 hours per line, right? So you've been there for like 8 hours.
And there's multiple people at these times.
Yeah. And it's just like, I've been like the best man. So you'll see in the video, you know what a sartorial is? Yeah. It's like, in olden day times, it was like, if the groom dies, you'll marry this person. But obviously now people don't die as frequently. So they'll usually choose like a young kid. And it's like a little tradition, right? Because now, like sarvala, traditionally that's what a sarvala was.
Yeah.
Like a stand-in groom.
A stand-in groom. But as a joke, they would say it's this kid.
As a joke, because now there's no stand-in grooms don't exist. Like nobody's just gonna be like, Chal, apart from your uncle from the last episode, right?
Yeah. Does it have to be a fit kid?
That was a very good callback. That was very funny. No, so it's just like you just pick like the youngest kid basically, and it's just like a little dooju, and he gets to share the money.
Yeah, but just to say on it, like that's very early rejection therapy for a child. If you're one of 4 brothers, right? Let's say there's 4 brothers, and they pick the third one as the sarvala.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
The other's like, what's wrong with me?
That's like getting picked last in PE.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? You're like, oh.
I saw that flash on your face there.
I could shag her. No, okay, hold on. I always got picked third last.
Okay.
Never last.
Yeah.
Because I'm actually a pretty decent footballer. Why was that?
Because you're built like a retired American footballer.
I was liking to a guy called Jan Molby. He used to play for Liverpool.
Yeah.
And he was famous because he was fat, slow, and could pass.
Yeah.
And that's my job. That's what I did.
Fat, slow, and could pass.
Yeah.
I think we got a Patreon special in there. We go to Toka.
I'm a very good footballer.
All right, let's go.
Let's do it.
John. Right, so this video, the sarvala, what the sarvala gets is he gets a share of the money. Right. It's always at the end of the wedding. So what you see here is a groom sat there.
Yeah.
And the little kids are the sarvala, yeah?
Explain to them what you just said.
So the sarvala's obviously jumped the gun.
Yeah.
The groom's like pissed off that this is like that 28 fucking hour he's been sat there.
Yeah.
The little kid's gone to go grab the money, like, I'll get my share now. And the guy's just like, bang, chill that video, man. Listen, you little fucker, let the video fucking happen first.
Poor guy.
I love that.
Do you know what? Sometimes I do worry about like whether or not our generation is going to remember all these different traditions. Because there's like when I think about like Bengali weddings and Pakistani weddings, there's so many beautiful, slightly mad things that happen.
What's your favorite tradition? Bengali Pakistani weddings. That's specific to the wedding, not like the afters to the wedding.
There's a Bengali tradition of like they put like the ring in the milk. You got to try and find the ring.
Oh
in the milk.
yeah,
That's quite fun. The kicking of the rice thing I think is quite nice.
What's the kicking of the rice?
So it's probably more Hindu than it is anything else, but Bengalis do it as well sometimes. Where when the bride goes to the family home, there's a pot, like a little pot of rice, and you kick the rice, kind of denoting your entry into the family home. But the rice is like all the grains is like signifying of all the love and everything that you're going to get from the family.
Oh, that's nice.
That is quite nice. Quite a nice thing.
Do you know what a melni is?
No.
So a melni is right. So right before the actual day of the wedding, so the Anandkarj.
Yeah.
Right. You normally do it then, where it's like the two families meet. So the two fathers will meet, exchange like little garlands of flowers, normally a little gift here and there.
Yeah.
And you do that for every single relation.
Oh,
so, like,
nice.
Your mum's, like the groom's mum's brother will meet the bride's mum's brother and stuff.
Yeah.
But my favourite tradition is in some like districts and villages, they would normally wrestle to figure out, to figure out, like traditionally, to figure out who the strongest family, like physically strongest family is. So now...
He's got the chair! Oh my God! He's returned off the top rope.
And now it will happen. So obviously now you're suited and booted for your wedding day,
and you're wrestling.
Yeah, so like you'll do like a garland of roses, you'll do a garland of roses, and then all of a sudden it's like.
But does it get a bit? Does it get a bit?
Let me find a video for you right now because there will be videos, right? We'll react to some of those. Yeah. Right, so okay, I've just pulled up some videos of a melni, right? This is traditional melnis.
Oh.
Imagine you get picked up like that.
So who are they picking? Usually, which way around is the pickup happening?
What do you mean?
Is like someone from the groom side pick up someone from the bride side?
No. Like you literally wrestle.
This looks quite pleasant.
Here you go. Yeah, go on, John. Cool.
Right, that's nice. Okay, so he's turned into this.
Yeah. Usually the more refined family won't do it.
That is quite nice. You need a bit of beef, though.
But I've seen these get really heated before.
Yeah. It is really nice, isn't it? Thing is, to be fair, white people do it too, but they're like 15 Guinnesses in at this point. And they're singing to Sweet Caroline.
So yeah, I've seen these get heated before. I'm sure there's videos out there. Obviously,
really heated ones.
Really heated ones.
It's not. The thing is, these traditions I think are really nice. But if and when you get married, do you reckon you have like a hybrid of like traditions
I will batter anybody in my family that lost one of those.
there and then?
Yeah. Like, how dare you?
That
be
seems
ashamed?
quite gentle. It's just someone picking up.
Yeah, but I want it. But I want them to be the ones picking up.
Yeah, you want full on RKOs.
Yeah. I want at least one person to like whip her knife out.
Yeah.
That
Seems quite extreme.
that like
There's better be a moment of celebration. Everyone else is shitting themselves. You're like, ha!
Morde.
Good.
Yeah.
Where does this aggression come from? That is your love language. It's quite aggressive.
I don't know. I think I've always just been like that. I
Can you
think.
not just have a nice wedding where like.
But it's just fun, isn't it? That's just. I love seeing fights, though, isn't it? So,
Even at a wedding. Well, there are always fights at
Bro.
weddings. That's true.
have you never? Like,
Yeah.
The one wedding memory, the core memory that you told me involved a fucking mosque storming a wedding.
Yeah.
That's entertainment.
That is entertainment.
What, you're gonna get Hansraj Hans to sing like 7 songs,
That's-
pretend his beard's not white?
That's
like,
very nice. That is nice.
No,
That is
I'd
nice.
rather see somebody get smacked in the head with a bottle. Like, that's funny.
Not at a wedding. I'd rather that didn't happen at my wedding.
No, at a wedding, that's beautiful.
Well, I look forward to attending your wedding and.
Yeah, get trained in.
Yeah. Who do I have to pick up?
I don't know.
Well, judging
I
by
mean,
the people
who-
you like, it'll be your wife because she'll be a fucking wrestler herself. We were talking about it before the record. He's got a pawn shop for like big, like strong, tonky women.
No, it's not tonky. I just like my curves.
She's just going to do a DDT on me. I'm like, oh, great, thanks.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that's my requirement. You got to be able to slam Eshaan.
Suplex him.
Yeah, if you can't do that, you're too thin for me. Sorry.
Imagine that was like an arranged marriage setup. Got five women. They're in the final round, and they all got to suplex me.
You know the dating show we're doing in Feb? That
Yeah.
could be the final round.
Suplex Eshaan. Yeah. I got him. Hi guys, thanks so much for listening to this week's episode of Too Old Fashioned. Now I've got a bit of an announcement to make, which is that your boy's on tour. Yes, I'm on tour across 2025, February to April, going all over the country, including a headline show at the Hackney Empire in London. And this man is going to be supporting me on pretty much all of the dates. It's like most of them.
Most of the days. Most of the South. All of the South.
Most of the South, yeah, pretty much you're doing. So go to eshaanakbar.com, get those tickets. Like I said, going to everywhere, going to Milton Keynes.
Whew.
Going to fucking...
Colchester.
Yeah, I'm going to Colchester, actually.
Yeah, that's the big one.
So look up eshaanakbar.com, go and get your tickets. I'd love to see you on tour. You get to see me, and particularly if you're in the south bit of the UK, get to see this man with me as well. So head over, eshaanakbar.com, get those tickets.
So, as you know, every week we do an advice section. So, please do submit your advice requests either to our Instagrams, the Too Old Fashioned Pod Instagram, or via Patreon. We've also got an email address which you can find in the Instagram bio as well as the Patreon. Submit however you like, completely anonymous. We read them out. So, without further ado, this week's advice section. We've had a couple come through. One actually very topical and related to New Year's Eve, which we'll start with. First time clubber. Hey, I'm 19.
Of seals?
First time clubber. Hey, I'm 19, heading to a club for the first time this New Year's Eve with some mates.
Yeah.
I've had a drink before, but only at small gatherings, so this will be my first time drinking in a big crowd.
Yeah.
Any advice on do's and don'ts, what to wear, and how to handle myself in a typical UK club? Also, what's the vibe usually like in a uni town? Cheers for the tips.
Is it a guy or a girl?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I didn't actually note that down.
Because I think there's two separate bits of advice, isn't it?
Yeah, I can see that. I also feel like we're not the most qualified people to be giving the women of this country advice on clubbing.
No, but I think with like if you had a daughter or a cousin or a sister, you'd be like, this is what you should.
Yeah,
do.
I mean, I guess I have also worked as a bouncer for 6 years.
Oh, so you're
I'm perfectly
kind of
positioned.
perfect. You're
Yeah,
perfectly
okay.
positioned.
The first piece of don't wear dress shoes to clubs anymore.
Yeah.
When I was in my early 20s, dress shoes, you have to be smart, no trainers. It's changed now. Don't try too hard.
Like looking like you haven't tried hard is the trying hard.
Yeah, like this is a perfect outfit for a club.
Maybe not the shoes.
No, I think you're wrong. Shoes are perfect.
I don't think it is.
Why?
You look like you work in commissioning and TV.
How is that? How has that come about?
It doesn't scream clubbing to me. It just screams like...
What's a perfect club outfit then? Why am I asking you? You're 40. Like, this dude's about to say a tux and a cravat, bruv.
Actually, that is a pretty solid club outfit.
What are you fucking...
For a soiree, one should wear a tux.
If you're 19 and you turn up in a
tux.
blazer...
Turn up in a tux if you're bad.
Bro, if you turn up in a blazer, you're getting bullied for the rest of your uni life.
So,
by me, I will show up at your uni and bully you.
I think overshirt. An overshirt is good.
You're mad. An overshirt's fine, yeah.
A t-shirt and an overshirt, fine.
Okay, and what about the shoes? You slagged off my shoes, go on.
Shoes, not quite trainers, not quite dress shoes, somewhere in between.
Yo, this dude's off his game, bruv. He's 40. Don't listen to him, right? You go to a club with like... I know exactly the trainers you're talking about. The Axel Arigato motherfuckers. No, you don't work in finance, brother.
Yeah, but pretend like you do.
No, bro, no, right? You want to dress... You want to dress fashionable. And not 2009 fashionable when this prick was out and about.
But also, you want to dress so that you can dance if you wish to dance.
Yeah.
You've got to be able to freely dance.
Yeah.
So you need to have layers so that you don't sweat too much. So this overshirt allows you to take your overshirt off, dance a bit, put it back on again.
I'm not disagreeing with the overshirt.
Yeah.
Your advice about the shoes was terrible.
Trainers, I think, look too casual. Unless they're like...
Trainers are
If
absolutely
these were
perfect.
plain white sneakers...
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Triple white fucking Air Forces.
Yeah.
How original.
Maybe not Air Forces.
Bruv, you don't want to show off the sauce.
Go to Dune. They've got some nice sneakers.
Bro, you're telling this man to wear felt brogues to a club in 2025.
Suede shoes.
You wear suede shoes.
Wear brown suede shoes.
Bruv, you're not a Persian carpet seller. Like,
Dance in them.
What are you talking about? Fucking...
They do dabkas, bro. Imagine dabkering in a brown suede shoes. That's sick.
This guy's trying to get you married off, bruv. Like,
The other
don't
thing
listen
you
to
could do
this.
is wear like a black sheer shirt. Black sheer is good.
What's this, a sex party, bruv?
Yeah,
What?
wear that. Black sheer shirt, black trousers. Oh! Little chain.
Yanis, weigh in on this.
Mate, he never loses. He never loses. Wear a nice silk printed shirt. Oh!
Do you know what he's trying to do here? He's trying to clear out the queue to the club. Because once people see his outfit, they're going to vomit.
Wear like a...
He's
a
doing
nice
crowd
paisley.
control right now.
As James Acaster has said, paisley makes the girls go crazily. Wear a little paisley silk shirt.
Yeah, if you're an autistic white boy, wear
that. If you've got a bit of chest hair, show that off. If you've got a bit of chest hair, show that
It's
off.
winter.
You're in the club dancing, it's hot. There's bare people there.
Bro, don't listen to anything he said, right? What you want to do is you want to go fashionable. Trainers
Everything
are
I've
a
said is
must.
fashionable.
Wear trainers.
Everything I've said is fashionable.
I am so... I can't... Do you know, before I used to know him, I used to think he was cool.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't. I thought you were a coconut. But like...
Yeah.
I can't believe it. This is some of the worst advice he's ever given. And he's given some pretty dodgy advice on his podcast.
You know what? Like thinner waistcoats are pretty good. Not like snooker waistcoats.
Yo, a waistcoat.
No, not snooker waistcoats.
Bruv, this
Like
isn't Green Day 2009. What are you talking about?
Semi-cardi, semi-waistcoats. There's some really nice stuff there. Go to Form and Thread.
A waistcoat. You ain't golfing.
Form and Thread. You'll like that.
Stop giving out plus size recommendations for
Form and
clothing.
thread.
Yo,
Form and thread.
high and mighty, Giacomo.
No, form and thread. A gilet. Thin gilet. Wear a thin gilet.
I'm telling you, this guy's getting you ready for Canary Wharf, bro.
No, bro. Come on, trust me.
For some reason, your outfit that you described is a mix of a lot of things, right?
I'm just giving him options.
If he wears anything that you suggested in combination, he's going to look like a taxi driver who moonlights as a finance bro and goes golfing on the weekends.
He sounds great. He's resourceful.
You
resourceful,
look like
wealthy.
you
gets
wear
home.
you wear felt shoes to a club. You look like you're somebody who's going to roofie the drinks. All right? I used to be a bouncer. Trust me on this.
Trainers suggest roofies
No, it don't.
because trainers roof and run.
The
That's
whole
what
point
roofies
of
do.
roofing is that you don't run away.
You run away from the roofing, and then
Don't listen to this guy, right? You want to wear something in. Look, let's not tell him the exact clothes. You have to wear trainers. I'm sorry, right?
don't wear trainers like that.
You have to wear trainers,
Yeah.
but go and show off your fashion sense.
Yeah.
Go party,
yourself.
be liberal, express yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
If that expressing leads you to anything felt or silk, run.
No. Wear it. Lean into it.
Right,
If you own
away
it.
from the outfit. I fucking hate. Away from the outfit. Don't drink too much. Right.
Yeah. Know your limits.
Pace yourself. Right. Don't pace yourself because at some point there's going to be shots.
Yeah.
You're going to want to do a shot. If you're already gone by the time it gets to shot time, it's going to be a bad evening. Don't take any drugs. Watch your drink. That's another one.
Line your stomach with some food before you go.
Again with the fucking food. This guy
Greek
never
yogurt
stops.
is good. A good source of protein.
Greek yogurt.
Yeah.
That's going to curdle in your stomach.
No, Greek yogurt is good beforehand. If on the way you just have like a double cheeseburger from
Okay,
Mackey's.
now yeah.
Yeah.
Have like a nice meal
A
beforehand.
little something before you. Otherwise, it will save you from getting too drunk.
And it's like the earlier you eat in the day, the better because you want multiple meals before you go out. You don't just want one big meal that's going to be sat. No. Have like a breakfast, lunch,
Yeah.
dinner, and I agree, snack on the way
Yeah.
to the club. Yeah.
Shave your bits just in case.
Yeah. Okay.
Shave your bits just in case, and drink just so much that you can still get an erection afterwards. Nothing worse than drunk dick.
My advice would be don't pull on New Year's Eve. You don't want to start.
100% pull on New Year's Eve.
You don't want to start your day with the walk of shame.
Yes, you
Your
do.
2025 with the
What
walk
a
of
great
shame.
way to start the year. Make a bad decision going into the year. 100%. It's only up from there. It's only up from there. Make a bad decision,
Yeah.
1st of January,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's all the way up.
No.
Wake up not in your own home.
No.
Stranger's house, ideally.
I'm sorry, but no. No. None of this is good advice.
This is great advice.
No.
This is youthful advice. You know, youth is wasted on the young. You know? I'm 40 years old now.
Can't get an erection.
Right, I can actually. Got an erection last night.
I feel like when you can mark the exact point you got an erection. I've actually had 3 this week.
Had 2 of them, actually.
Lovely.
It's pretty good. But youth is wasted on the young. Make reckless decisions. Now's your time. Make those bad fashion choices. Because that's something to look back on and go, fuck, do you remember when I did that shit? That's mad. That was me. Look at me now. Look at the glow up.
I actually do agree with him on the fashion choices. Make bad fashion choices. Just make bad fashion choices for 2025 and not 1989.
It's all coming back. It's all coming back. The 90s are coming back, baby. Women are wearing loose-fitting jeans. Wide-brim trousers are back. No one wants to wear tapered trousers really anymore.
Okay. Wear flares. Flares and fish tank pumps.
Bro, if you wore flares, right, and like tinted like sunglasses or something, oh my God, chain. What, looking like a GTA character? Are you mad? Please, come on. That guy's pulling left, right.
What he's
centre.
just done there is describe my summer look, right?
Yeah,
Well, you don't.
Yeah, look like him with the summer. That's true.
But other than that, also, I feel like don't worry about it too much, right?
Ooh.
So don't be anxious about it. Just try and enjoy your evening. I think that's probably the biggest thing.
Worry as much as possible because the last time you're going to be 19 at a New Year's Eve party. It's never going to happen again. Ever. This is it. It's done.
I understand why people are hesitant to write into us now. You know it. The final bit of advice: if there's ever a fight, leave. Leave.
If there's ever a fight, egg 'em on. From the side. Just go, oh my God, it dissed your mum. Just leave it out there.
No, because what happens then is you catch a stray punch, right?
No, you don't.
Just leave.
If you can project, you can't.
What, get on the PA system?
Yeah.
You're-
Yo, it dissed your mum.
I can't believe he said that.
Yeah, just say that. Just do that. It's more fun that way.
I feel like we've covered it off now, haven't
I
we?
think we have. You've got two very different schools of thought there.
Yeah, you got the correct school of thought, and then you got...
And then you let us know which school of thought you prefer.
yeah. Oh, actually, I'm down for that. Yeah, go on.
I think mine sounds more fun.
Yeah. If
Are we offering any advice to the women?
Yeah, I need to stop doing this. I need to stop like assuming that they're men. Women, oh man, take a coat.
Yeah, please. When I see women out and about, like freezing cold, just wear a coat. There's cloakrooms. You don't need to be freezing.
Yeah, because you'll just have a better night, innit?
Yeah, and also just a bit of advice for girls: if you think, oh, it's going to be romantic if a bloke puts his arm around me as we're walking, it's not comfortable for us to hold on to you as we're walking. We want to be able.
That's
to walk
because you're the
freely.
same height as them. If they're shorter than you, it's actually pretty comfortable.
No, even then, it's like because then you put too much pressure on them. You're leaning on them as you're walking. It's not comfortable.
That's so funny. You've just admitted that you need support to walk.
No, but I'm just saying that's.
What do you mean lean on them?
As you're walking, you're getting more drunk. You kind of end up leaning on them. It's not comfortable for them either.
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but you fuck that.
All right. Okay.
I don't know. What other advice? I feel like women have to be more careful of their surroundings. Unfortunately, that's just where.
Unfortunately, I mean, like, the more serious one is like, whenever you hold your drink, make sure the top is covered.
Yeah.
Make sure you're holding it from the top of the glass. Don't leave your drink lying around.
Don't leave your friends.
Yeah, don't leave your friends.
I don't care how annoying they are. Just stick together.
And if you want a stranger to buy you a drink, go with that stranger and witness the drink being bought next to them.
And if a stranger's buying you a drink, choose the most expensive thing on the bar.
100%. Choose the most expensive thing and be next to them when they're buying.
Yeah. Bus?
Buzz!
Same with the food as well. Make sure you eat.
Wear silk shirts. Oh, women definitely eat.
Yeah. I thought your advice to women was silk shirts. I was like, I think.
Yeah, wear silk shirts.
Yeah. Okay.
Women look amazing in silk shirts. Look great in silk shirts
I think very few people.
and flares.
As your last special proved, very few people look good in silk shirts.
Wow. Please watch my special on YouTube. Thank you
And
for that
tell me I'm wrong.
IshaanAkbar.com.
Yeah, tell me I'm wrong.
I should have worn something on top of the silk shirt. Well, that's it for this week. Thanks so much for tuning in once again. Please do leave us a 5-star review. Give us a like on YouTube and a positive comment. It doesn't take too much effort for you to do that. If you haven't already, sign up to the Patreon. You get early access to this 24 hours before everybody else to hear
And
our
a bonus
nonsense.
episode.
You also get a bonus episode of something called Patreon Afters. We're just going to play around with whatever that is. It's going to be different things all the time, but it's just more extra content for you. But keep following, keep liking, keep commenting. It helps us grow. And in the new year, we want to do lots of cool, exciting things. The more support we get from you, the more stuff we're able to do. That rhymed.
It did.
I should be a rapper.
And a final thank you as well. I think the response has been amazing.
Really amazing.
Your comments, your shares mean the world. Your messages as well, really nice. So thank you guys so much for that.
We've pretty much hit, 200 followers on Instagram. We've only got about 40 places left for the £1 for life deal.
Yeah, that says recording.
Yeah. So thank you so much for all your support, and see you again next week.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Happy New Year.
Wow, 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 wow.